On our traveling journey, we are doing 6 weeks in 6 countries, traveling in our camper van all the way from the Netherlands to Milan, Italy. We are going to visit Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, Switzerland and Luxembourg.
We are in Belgium. We just arrived in the first city, the city of Liège. And here we are going to explore the top 6 things to do, starting with the palace here behind us.
This is basically the longest stairs in Liège. Somebody counted the stairs and it's around 350 stairs. It is actually so long, and we're gonna go all the way to the top and tell you a bit of the story about Liège. There are people living here, and imagine they have to climb these stairs every single day. We're almost there. Maykel is running, she's already at the top, but yeah, there's really long stairs, but it's the best because here at the top you have the nicest view of the whole city. A little bit of history about Liège. Liège was actually part of the World War II, and it was occupied by the Nazis, and there was a lot of bloodshed and destruction, and everything you see is basically rebuilt, and there's a lot of history about Liège, but that's a tiny story. Now we visited the long stairs and we're heading to the cathedral. Everything you see in the city basically is so beautiful, like the architects about the houses and the cute form of the houses, and the colors is very beautiful. That is the biggest sandwich I've ever seen, but this is one of the famous places to eat chicken, crispy chicken in here. It's very nice. Also, something's very famous to eat here is a waffle. So we're gonna go eat waffle in the night and see how good it is, because it's the most famous thing you do in Liège, and that's why you see lots of shops with waffles and chocolate, and they are packed, like the line is endless. We needed a break to finish that sandwich. Actually, our jaws is painful. Yeah, it was a really nice sandwich, but at the same time in a weird way. The bread was tough, like a sponge bread, but that's what's unique about it, and it's very slow to eat it. Very tasty, but in a weird way. There was a lot of powder coming off the sandwich, and it's all over our clothes. Look at the white powder on my mouth. I look like I just finished diving into a sandwich. I had a painting job or something. Okay, now we're heading to the cathedral. We're almost there. Here actually the city feels more alive, and there is a lot to see. Maybe it's very unique that you see a lot of beauty stores, right?
Oh yeah, lots of hairdressers, nails, but also barbers.
Yeah, a lot of that. You see a lot of beauty salons, and I haven't seen yet a lot of the local culture, like people, how they look like. I've seen a little bit, not too much. Most of the people that are here are foreigners. Like we see a lot of different foreigners, but not the actual Belgian people. And here we are at the cathedral. Behind me is the cathedral, and that's one of the beautiful things you see here in Liège. It is actually from the 13th century, so historically it is very old. But of course it is rebuilt after it was destructed in the war. Maykel. Now we're heading for the most famous thing to do in Liège is eating a waffle. So we're gonna destroy it because we actually don't eat sweet and bad food during the whole weekdays, and only on a weekend, so Saturday, Sunday, we eat from outside, sometimes junk food and sweet. So we're gonna try the waffle. Time for a waffle, we're gonna destroy it. Hoppa! Now we're enjoying our waffles. How good is it, baby?
Really good. It's
Really?
the best waffle.
Really?
Yeah.
I see chocolate all over your face. That means it's really good.
Nutella.
Mmm. Yeah, really nice.
And it's fresh.
Yeah.
Like she just made them hot with the dough in the waffle thing.
It's really good. I took mine with cream and Oreo. It's also very nice. So they have a sweet section and a section with only like a bit healthier stuff, more like jams and stuff without sugar. But we want to eat sugar because it's only Saturday, Sunday we eat sugar. Look how good the waffle was. What happened, baby?
Where's
You good? 3 things. People here in Liège speaks French, and you see a lot of homeless people on the streets begging for money, and there is a lot of shops to buy clothes and fashion. So yeah, there's a lot of beauty shops and fashion shops, clothing, shoe shops, and Maykel is falling in love with the shoes because they are cheap. And our sandwiches were only 12 or 14 euros, that big sandwich. And how much you paid for the
waffles?
Yeah,
I think 10 euro or something.
10 euro for the waffles. Well, that's a little bit more expensive, but the waffles were worth it because they were really nice.
And fresh.
And fresh. Beautiful people, today we are going to Dinant. It's a beautiful city we want to visit. Yesterday we spent the night here in this wild nature, and now we're in the camper preparing ourselves to go. We just had breakfast and Mike is putting her makeup on, and then off we go. Look at this beautiful cathedral behind us. Cute story about the village. So actually the guy who invented the saxophone was born in this village. The first guy who ever made the saxophone. His name is Adolf Sax, and that's why he called the saxophone saxophone. His last name is Sax. Sax. I hope that doesn't sound like it sucks. Anyway, we're going to explore the city and you're going to come with us to enjoy this beautiful city, actually village, and we're going to show you around. We are heading to our first location. It's a very beautiful bridge just before the cathedral, and it's filled with saxophones. So now we are at the bridge. It is so beautiful. In the background you have the whole cathedral, and there's a lot of birds flying in the air. And here at the beginning of the bridge you see that statue here. And it's actually a French guy who was wounded here and was captured during the war. Beautiful village here with the baby. And yeah, we're going actually to the cathedral. So there is a cable car you can take all the way to the top of the cathedral. And yeah, it's called the Citadel. We're going to explore it and yeah, just have some fun, and then we're gonna eat somewhere. It's gonna be a beautiful day, so we're gonna take you along.
every saxophone every saxophone is related to a country. This one is related to Poland.
Mike is struggling to say saxophone, not saxophone, and that's why in every shot you see that she's stuttering with the same word. Anyway,
Saxophone.
how do you guys say it? Do you say it saxophone or saxophone? I mean, it's SA, right? Might be saxophone at the end of the day.
No, it's not.
Inside the cathedral now. It's so beautiful. I have to speak very low because it's silence and people are praying here, but it's gorgeous. It's so big. The cathedral is called Notre Dame Dinant. Notre Dame means Our Lady. It's a French word. Taking now the cable car all the way to the top of the citadel, and we paid only €24 for both of us, so the payment is for both, for the cable car or if you want to walk, it's the same price, but we rather take the cable car and have some fun. That's a cannon right here, very old one.
So this used to be full of water, and here was a big bridge that was opening to the other side.
We are in the first room here, and it shows all the history about the place and also the history about Belgium. And here there are dogs inside of the pictures. They used to carry weapons and all that stuff. So they used to do that because they didn't have horses and they needed someone to teleport their weapons and all these things. So they had to use dogs the same way they use horses to teleport their weapons and guns and cannons. And the history is sad because you see here that Germany was fighting with Belgium and France fighting with whoever and the Netherlands, and everybody's fighting everybody. And all these people died for nothing because now they're all friends. It just doesn't make any sense. Like killing doesn't make any sense at all. That's what I always learn when I visit an historical place and see the history. It's always in a different places. You see different stories and weird stories. And at the end of the day, it's all gone. So here you see that's the cathedral down there. And there was a whole castle and a whole kingdom. But that's not the case anymore because they're destroyed. But you see all the tops with crosses here and here at this point.
So they placed these cannons all around the castle to defend the city, and most of these cannons are around 2,000 kilograms and they can shoot up to 1.2 kilometers far.
This is a baby cannon. So all the cannons here are actually built in the 1800s. Now we are at the top of the whole castle. Well, there used to be a castle. It's so beautiful. You can see just the whole village around. That river actually flows from here all the way to the Netherlands, and also it passes by Liège. It comes all the way from France to the Netherlands. So So big. Chimney, and this is where they used to make the old weapons. And this is from Tom and Jerry. That is basically Dutch cuisine, but I don't know why it's Dutch, because Dutch people don't even have a cuisine. All they cook is fried chicken. I don't know if it's a chicken, it's just mashed something, and they eat boterham, yeah, bread with cheese.
So what it contains?
What it contains?
Horse
power
stuff in the frikandel.
Disgusting.
Yeah, or eyeballs or something. It's really
That's why it's disgusting. And here we have more chimneys. It's really beautiful that they kind of rebuilt it and maintain it to look like how it was. It's so beautiful. There was a room for the Dutch army in the 19th centuries, and they still have their weapons over there. Tables and beds. These beds the military still use until today. This was a pirate, and look how they used to dress. And look at this one as well. This was the dress code in the 1800s and 1600. It's like a whole military section here. Oh my god, this is how they used to fight. Like all those tunnels, and oh my god. Wow. I mean, it's not nice to live that. But that's the experience basically. You live the whole experience of fighting, and it's so scary. Going on these stairs, it feels so dizzy because we're not actually straight at the moment. We're just walking sideways. Like you see, the stairs is not straight. I'm struggling to get through here. But be careful. Oh Jesus, it's a very cool experience, by the way. And it's also scary. So now the camera is actually straight and we're walking sideways. Yeah, we really enjoyed this castle. I mean, there are a few castles that we enjoyed, but this one, like, you have a really nice experience, and the best of it is like the end of it, where you actually live the experience of how they used to fight. And yeah, you just go through those tunnels, like these were real. And this is how they fight. And yeah, it reminds me of so many things. Like, I used to be in the military for 5 years, and that experience is really, really scary. And under it, where we lost our balance, it's basically where soldiers hide when there is like bombing and shooting. Unfortunately, this is still happening until now, almost everywhere around the world. People are fighting and killing each other for no reason. My baby here is hungry. You enjoyed it, baby?
I loved it.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. Now we're heading to the last spot of the castle, and then we're going to eat something very nice. And then we head back to the camper, to our little tiny home, and go to our next location, France. So this is how they used to cut the head of someone. And this is the darkest side of the castle. Basically here where they used to put someone's head and cut it, or hand. Yeah, it's just so dark. Let's skip that part quickly. Our heart can't take dark things anymore. We've had enough. These used to be the prisons, dungeon they call them, from the 1800s, like 1826. Now we're back outside. We visited the cathedral, the citadel, which is the castle on top, the bridge, and the river. And the river, we can do activities like boat tour and all that stuff. Now we're heading to eat something nice. There are also caves that we can go to, but the entrance to the caves was really expensive. It was like 10 euro per person to go on a cave tour for like 10 minutes. It was really expensive, and it was a scammy. kinda, because yeah, it doesn't belong to the government. There's people who live there with their house, and they have their own entrance and their own tour guide and all that stuff, and we didn't see it. Yeah, that is worth it to do it. Anyway, now we're heading to a really nice restaurant to eat some nice food, and see you there. So good, and the best thing about it was the sausage. We took a mixed grill of chicken, meat, lamb, and a sausage with French fries and potato, like in the oven. They were so great, but the sausage with the mayonnaise, it's a game changing. So we just did some groceries. We're heading back to the camper now. It was a really beautiful day. The restaurant was really nice, and yeah, all the food was great. It needed a little bit more of the dipping, some nice hummus or something, but other than that, it was awesome, fantastic. And now yeah, we're heading back to the camper because we need to drive to our next location. We need to also take showers and all that stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue watching our journey and this series of 6 weeks in 6 countries, and see you in the next time. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Bye.